fearless. He will take a lot of chances with that.
1-7 in his previous fight, so hasn't fought.
Red for Mario Suazo. And this fight is on.
Yeah, I just looked up Van's record. It was just 11 months ago he won the Fury amateur belt. He has had 5 pro fights then. This is number 6, and you can talk about activity. To be young again.
Yeah, very active. And his one loss, Alex, is to, you know, a super high-level wrestler in Devin Jackson, who just out-wrestled him for 3 rounds and was able to pull that one out.
Yeah, and Jackson, a super athlete, as you said, and man, that was a tough fight physically to fight, but he did great in that fight, too.
Yeah.
And that was an important fight because we wanted to see if Josh could go long into fights, right? Because he was getting some quick finishes there for a stretch as well.
And he's still getting him. His last fight, he finished in devastating fashion again. He's always good for an entertaining fight.
Yeah, his last fight, he actually threw a high kick, and the guy's hands were up, but it still did enough damage to drop him and get the finish.
See how this fight plays out. Mario Suazo so tough as well, the 31-year-old. Looking to climb his way back up into contention here in the flyweight division.
And Suazo's doing a good job finding a home for the low kick a couple times. Van staying nice and low, nice and protected, and like right there covering distance well. Suazo's got a pretty big frame for the weight class, long limbs. The one thing that Josh Van does really well is slide in and out of range. Big right hand there from Van.
Yeah, no, Joshua Van wanted to land in the guard of Mario Suazo, but a big right hand there to put Mario Suazo on his back. See what he can do from here. I know Josh is going to posture up. Yeah, he's going to posture up, let this go back to his feet.
Good right hand there from Suazo as well. And Suazo actually cut a pretty sharp angle from that closed guard to go for the armbar, but Josh read it and stood up. And almost picked Suazo up with him. Both guys really sharp defensively. Both very aware of what's going on. It's funny the pace difference in fights. Like the last fight we saw a great knockout, but very slow pace. This fight, super fast pace.
Man, this pace, oh, another.
There he goes again.
Left hook drops him. You see Suazo again cutting big angles. Van's arm is deep. This is going to be a threatening armbar. This is a deep armbar. We may see a finish here.
He's got it. That's very, very deep.
Van's doing a good job trying to just clear that elbow line. Van's right elbow is just maybe 2 inches deep, and he clears it. Okay, Josh out of the armbar. Good attempt there from Suazo. He's got a good armbar from the closed guard. That's the second one attacked in just 3 minutes.
Man, good escape from Josh. No panic, which is important. Because that looked like it was over.
I'll bet you it hyperextended his elbow.
Oh,
something uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling some pain from that. Well, maybe not feeling pain in the thick of a fight, but he'll feel it tomorrow for sure. But that arm was definitely stretched out all the way.
We'll see how that impacts his stand-up here. Nice little exit right there.
Suazo's, big left hook again. That's what dropped him initially. Big uppercut here from Van. Van's finding a mark for his big shots. Well-timed double from Suazo, successful into the open guard of Josh.
He needed that. It looked like it was a world of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, he was 2 punches away from maybe even getting finished.
Yeah, and in the fight that Josh lost, that's exactly the formula that was used. Josh was landing big shots. Devin would come in, he would take him down, and then control him while he was on the ground. And so far, Suazo has tried to do the same thing. Not as much success as his former opponents have had, but doing pretty good at neutralizing Josh Van right now.
Under 1 minute left, round 1. Man, we've had like 4 different storylines in round 1. First round so far.
Good get up there from Van. Suazo did get his hands reconnected, but that double was almost inevitable.
Another good takedown.
Alex, you got to wonder how the judges are going to call this first round. I mean, obviously Joshua Van has done more damage. We assume he's done more damage on the feet, but I mean, got caught in the submission, he's been taken down a couple of times.
You know what? I'd agree there. He did knock Suazo down twice. One, I think, was off a kick slip. Another one was from a left hook. So I'd give those 2 knockdowns from Van quite a big edge. If anything, one neutralizes the armbar. Oh, big right hand to finish the round out. Good round from these guys. Fun pace. That's what you get with the flyweight. You get a fast pace and a lot of good shots thrown. We'll get the highlights here in just a second. So he kind of caught the kick and threw the right hand. That's a knockdown, though. I think that's a fair knockdown. Here's the left hook that just slipped right under the guard of Suazo. And there's the armbar. I mean, that's deep. And like we mentioned, you look at Van's face, he didn't panic at all. Was able to clear that elbow line and eventually get back up to his feet.
Man, you see some nice punch combinations here from Joshua Van. You know, that's the thing about him, man, is it's not one punch, you know, knockdown stuff. It's the third punch and a 4-punch combination. Nice round from Joshua Van. And good things from Mario Suazo also.
Yeah, man, that was a fun first round.
Yeah.
Good. Both guys displayed what they're really good at. Round 2, second fight of the night. Want to see if Josh starts using those kicks a little bit more.
Yeah, Suazo's standing really, really low. Oh, big left hook again. Man, Van is having a lot of success with that lead hook. It's the 3rd time he's done significant damage. Ooh, big high kick from Suazo. That's what we like about Van. He literally shook it off.
Yeah, Van not only, you know, a great striker, but also very, very tough. He can take a punch also.
Yeah, you saw Van, he thought about going for that guillotine, but he elected to take his arm out and try to dig for underhooks, which he has now, looking to stuff the head. So, man, when you're having success with a left hook, it's not as much the left hook that's going to finish the fight. It's the left hook hurting them and then the right hand that's going to put them down. Thinking, yeah, good adjustment Van could make is to be patient, find the left hook, but just rifle off a straight right after.
Good knee there, working up against the cage.
Something we're not seeing Suazo do is utilize that whizzer. If Josh wanted to, he could body lock and duck right under him. He elects to do damage with knees. Just kind of throws him down. And Van's all over him.
Josh's pace is so much fun.
That's that high C takedown. Suazo kind of countered the guillotine, didn't really commit to it, and gave the takedown up.
I wonder, was that a good move by Josh right there?
The high C, absolutely. You got to keep your hips in super tight, and you got to instantly either take the back or transition off to a double. But I think Josh felt the half-hearted guillotine attempt there from Suazo and was just happy to take the takedown. But like he saw in the first round, he's got to watch those elbows. Like Van has to keep his elbows in tight to prevent that potential angle and armbar from Suazo.
The reason I'm asking is he's had so much success standing there now in the guard of Suazo. He's still working, is Josh. He's still peppering in some nice shots.
Josh has a good wrist ride. Broken pretty quick. But do you mean the tactic of going for the takedown? You know what? I'm a striker by trade. I like letting guys stand up when they're hurt. I think that could have been a good choice from Josh, but he knows what he's doing on the ground.
Does look a lot more comfortable on the ground, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, he's dealing with jiu-jitsu right now. He's not dealing with wrestling as much from Mario Suazo. So a little bit easier to deal with. You know, there's definitely some danger there, but you know, not the control in jiu-jitsu, you know, on the ground that you have with a high-level wrestler.
Just past the halfway mark of round 2.
Yeah,
and now Josh getting back up.
Yeah, and good arm bars or not, if you're on your back and you're losing, I mean, it's as simple as that. You either got to be on top or you got to be on your feet. Josh did a good job really committing to a right hand, missing, but then instantly stuffing an underhook with that left side that he still has.
You hear Suazo's corner urging him to throw some more knees.
Yeah, you got to wonder if the elevation is gonna affect Josh Van at all. You know, fighting out of training in Houston, he's dealing with humidity here, elevation there. You don't know how it's going to affect him.
Yeah, that will play a significant factor for sure. Both guys throwing. So, you know, Josh can use his jab, set up that 3, and then just crack a 2. Let's see him having success with that combination.
And Josh smells blood in the water. He is teeing off now. Mario punching down just a little bit. And that fight is there for the taking for Josh. And he is throwing everything he has right now.
Yeah, it looks like the elevation is actually affecting Mario Suazo. He's having a hard time standing up there. Of course, when you got the Myanmar Mauler just constantly throwing punches at you, very difficult to stay standing.
See, it looks like Josh is setting up an anaconda choke. He elects to take the back. I mean, he's going for a calf crush.
Oh,
Look at
I think
this.
he's gonna hit this.
Oh, that's gonna. He's got that. That's very, very tight.
And he hits the tap.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful submission from Joshua Van. On one of those, Alex, you can't let those go too long. That knee will explode on those calf slicers. But beautiful jiu-jitsu there from Joshua Van. Nice finish.
I mean, to have the frame of mind to think about an anaconda choke, choose to expose the back, you know, step that inside hook, and then sit down to the calf crush. You don't see, I mean, props to Van for, again, having the peace of mind and the technique to pull off such a high esteemed move.
I wonder if that's something he's been constantly working on, because he saw that opening and took it. That was beautiful, and there it is. There's that finish, and that's all Josh needed, man. What a huge round 2 win for Josh Van. We style possible, every way possible. I love it. The evolution.